I'll
All
turn
right.
it all the way.
Feel free to sing a thing. See what we're starting with. Do you have a tune by chance?
Mm.
It can be anything. It can be Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Okay. Let's see here. You made some progress actually since the last time you sent me something. So good job practicing.
Yay.
Yeah. So it's always nerve-wracking a little bit being on a live stream. So we're just going to take a few moments to do some breath stuff. And while we do that,
Okay.
we'll work on some tension issues. Place your hand on your lower back and also on your chest here. Okay. When you breathe, try to let them expand a little bit into your hands and just take a few moments to do that. You don't need to sing out, just kind of pay attention, key, and you can close your eyes if that helps you pay attention too. If it helps a little bit, and kind of might happen is that the lower back might be hard to breathe into. Is it, by the way?
Yeah.
So what you might be able to do is you can kind of move your hips a little back and forth, like side to side, I would say, and that might help you kind of find it a little bit. And just play around with it. You don't need a rhythm or anything like that. And see if that helps a little bit. Let me know if it does.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, good. All right. First note, was it happy birthday? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So once you feel like you're comfortable breathing and everything's working, go on an exhale whenever you're ready.
Ah.
Nicer. Yeah, that's nicer. Take a few moments with the move the one that was on your chest towards like under your belly button, like near the belt line, if you will. And breathe there. Keep kind of moving the hips back and forth. Take some time, and whenever you feel like things are moving well, start with that note again.
Happy birthday to ya.
So just the and then
Okay.
that.
Ah.
Nice.
Ah.
So what's going on here is when I have you do that sigh thing, you're not exhaling as rapidly, right?
Mhm.
How many of the lessons did you watch? Because sometimes I ask people to do this thing. I need to explain a little bit. It's called audiating. Did you ever watch one of my lessons where I went over audiating?
No.
Okay. So what audiating is hearing something in your mind. So I want you to sing the song in your mind and physically do it as if you were going to do it, but don't actually phonate. It makes it easier to pay attention to your body. Okay? So do the ha a few times silently, but think it and do it with your body. Kind of take a little bit of a note what happens. And when you start to feel like, oh, okay, that's what's happening, let me know. Have you audiate a second thing.
Okay. Ah.
Okay. I want you now to silently audiate. Remember, we're not phonating. We're just kind of figuring stuff out and see what our body is doing. Do the happy birthday. Start on that note. Again, just observe what's happening with your body. You're audiating, you're not phonating, okay? Do you feel a difference in what you're doing in the sigh versus when you're starting the note?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little too much punch in your torso contraction. So when you sing the happy birthday, whatever the notes are, start a little bit more gently, okay?
Okay. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Nice. Easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds better too. So now that we have that, that's your onset. That's how you're going to start, okay? Now, it started well, right? And then we went on. And as we went on, get it out a little bit, totally normal. The exercise for this is the lip trill. What this exercise is useful for is like when it's inconsistent, it's not going your way. So it's the goal with the lip trill is to be consistent. Not going to work, right? So on my lower notes, I need more breath. Right? So the goal is to try and do some consistency. So have you ever done the lip trill before? It might take a little bit of time to figure out if not.
Yeah.
You have? Okay. So sing the happy birthday. Remember the onset to be gentle, the start of the note to be gentle. And sing through it and try to get that lip trill to be consistent. So, see how you're stopping on your consonants? Let me give you an image real quick, sense a little bit of this. Why is this like this? I want to flashbang myself. Right. So we want our breath to be consistent through the phrase. Consonants happen on the breath. We don't stop our breath for consonants. Okay? This is true almost in, I can't think of a style of music where this is actually untrue. Happy birthday to, like, like it's just on the breath. You don't have to stop. So when you do the lip trill, even through the consonants, keep that thing consistent. Okay?
Okay.
You see how it's still a little inconsistent through the consonants? Actually, that was better. I shouldn't have stopped you. You were cooking. My bad. Keep going. You're figuring it out. My bad. You remember that in one of the DMs you sent me, I said like if you wave your hand kind of with the music. I think this was you that I said to do that.
Yeah.
Do that. Nice. Nice. So I have to use the restroom. Keep cooking with that. That actually really did help you. While you're doing that, also play a little bit of like with the hip rotation thing with the
Okay.
side to side, just that gentleness,
Get
just
us
as a
to
reminder. It's like, it's a 1 hour lesson that we're 10 minutes into. So,
Okay.
it's like we start there, we want to bring our attention back there because it's, these problems don't just like evaporate, right? So I'm going to go use the bathroom. You cook on that one a little bit. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. I messed it up. I had to take a tea break.
Okay. Bring your hand back to your chest a little bit because I hear a little chest tension creeping in. And to answer someone's question, what does the hand do? Singing is weird in that so many of the things that we use when we sing, we've been using our entire lives. I don't need to teach her how to exhale. She might know how to breathe given that she's alive. So what the hand does is it informs the intent of the breath. So she was trying to bring out the consonants because this woman loves her words. And I do have the advantage of knowing. So she wants to do justice to the words, which is a phenomenal trait to have as an artist. Yet, what we can do is we can switch the focus. Instead of asking her to focus on the words and the consonants and the vowels and all that, I can give her a physical motion that allows her to focus on the music. So by waving her hand with the music, that changes the intention of the breath because it changes her focus. Only possible in instances where people are really comfortable doing a thing where we can actually appeal to someone's intuition. Luckily, most people can intuit breathing. It's that explanation. Yeah. Just do some light inhales and exhales on your chest. Put your hand there a little bit. You can kind of keep the rocking motion. Hips.
And I am asthmatic, so this is helping a lot.
Yeah. Luckily, we're not doing a style of music that demands like massive inhale. If this were like opera and even an opera, like tanking up is not always advantageous. It's going to show up, oddly enough, asthma is going to show up more in your low notes if it's going to show up because that low notes require more breath. So it's not usually that big of an issue. And even if it is, the fundamentals still apply. So, So let's do it to where now. Let me hear you do the lip trill with keeping in mind your chest tension and relaxing that. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Marvin. Yeah, I'm seeing the audio inconsistency. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. So now we need to go back to doing things a little bit more gently. Okay. One of the temptations with the lip trill is because we want it to be consistent. If we blow a lot of air, we can make it move, but the goal is to do it as gently as we can so that we have dynamic control.
Okay.
So do so again, but try to make it a little bit more gentle this time. Okay? Yeah, much better. Ooh, yeah. Wavy. So bring back the hand wavy. This is some top tier lip trilling. By the way, your friend, great.
Yay.
Maya is fantastic to have in here. I love the positive energy, Maya. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that in. Okay. And your friend is right. You're killing it. Okay, let's hear the tune.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Okay, so the gentleness and the lip trills now solved your air problem. Now we got to bring our attention back to the hip and the right below your belly button. Okay, we got to bring that back so we can bring the depth of sound back.
Happy birthday to ya. Oh.
So pay attention to your breathing, right? The body is the instrument, right? So if we want to make a correction and we know where something is, and this is good for practicing, right? We want to sing so badly, right? Because it's fun. But let's be a little bit disciplined. Bring your attention to where the problem is. If we sing, we're going to focus on the singing and not necessarily always the specific problem. So bring your hands to those places and breathe in and out and pay attention to what's going on. Move your hand to your chest as well. What's going on there? And let's go back to the but when you're ready. There we go. Take a little bit of a bigger inhale. And just be gentle with the exhale, okay? It's a nice sound. How'd that feel?
Good.
Nice. Okay, do that a few more times. How was your chest there? Pay attention to your chest a little bit. Good. Now pay attention to the below the belly button. You know where your solar plexus is?
Yeah.
Right in the sternum, below the chest, where your rib cage meets. Place your hand there. Breathe into that a little bit. Tell me what's going on with that. A little stiff, maybe?
Yeah.
Breathe into that a little bit
I feel
until it
lightheaded.
moves. What's that?
I got lightheaded.
Oh,
Okay,
so lightheaded means you're not expending enough air. Okay. So when you do the sigh, make sure you let it all out. Okay. Okay. Nice. Bring back the hip rotation a little bit.
Do do the ha again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. How long has it been since you had a little water?
Last night.
Go get some water, okay?
Okay.
The air, there's an airiness that's coming in, and it's not a technique thing. It's that you're dehydrated. Okay? And if you have a little bit of dairy anywhere around, and you have just a smidgen of it, that might help too. To get you need the mucosal lining back. So take your time to do that.
Okay.
Take like
I'll
5
go
minutes.
get some yogurt.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Might take a little bit for the dairy stuff to kind of settle. You had some water, right?
Yeah, water and yogurt.
Be good. Okay. All right. The happy is going to dry you out a little bit. So let's start on birthday.
Birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. That happy.
Let's do a little bit of this. So before I was telling you to rock. All right. All right. If you can't hear me, let me know.
Okay.
Really rotate the hips such that like your shoulder moving. Get that sure that that's all working real easy and smooth and not stiff. Get comfortable doing that. Okay. Make sure your knees are moving with freedom. Okay. And once that's working okay and you're feeling good about that, try again. Take your time. There's no rush.
Makes me feel so feminine.
Ah,
Okay.
totally on purpose? Question mark.
Birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Okay. Are you doing the rotations while you're singing?
No, should I?
Yeah.
Okay. Birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
A little easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. All right. Your folds right now don't have the mucosal lining. It's going to take a little bit for the dairy to kick in. Okay. 15 minutes. If we keep singing, it's not going to it's not going to do any favors. Okay. Singing without a mucosal lining is just going to drink. But let's go over what we went over. You tell me, what did we do today? And obviously there's going to be a video on the second channel, and that's going to help. But what did we do?
Breathing.
Why and where?
From the chest, from the lower back, and from underneath the belly button, as well as in the solar plexus area, so that we could set a good foundation for the physical aspect of singing.
So I'm going to get even more specific than that. You had some tensions in those areas, right? Things weren't moving as freely. So it was affecting some things, like your soft palate was going down. It affected your ability to control exhale. Okay. So once those were out of the way, what did we do next?
hip movements.
Why did we do hip movements?
To loosen up.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Cannot lock what is in motion. Right? So if I try to flex my bicep while I'm doing this, it's made much more difficult. Specific about what do we do next?
Lip trills.
Lip trills. Why did we do lip trills?
So that we could focus on the amount of air you're using.
Breath consistency.
And dynamics.
It'll help with dynamics, but yeah, it solves quite a lot of problems. Breath consistency will help you with your phrasing. What else did we do for breath consistency? Oh,
simple breathing. Breathing.
Sorry, can you speak a little bit closer on your microphone?
Breathing.
What about this?
Oh yeah, the wave.
Yeah. And what did that do? Bit of a trick question. It's still breath consistency. Yeah, you were hitting your consonants real hard and stopping your breath on your consonants because you're someone who loves words. The consonants matter to you. I'm going to get these in. This is entirely presumptuous of your psychology, but it's fun. It's a fun narrative for me. I have no idea if that's why you were doing it, but I like to celebrate your work, so that's why. So yeah, and then we did. What was the last thing we did?
The last thing?
We did the hip rotation stuff, which we already kind of discussed. It was just we did it a little differently
while singing.
Yes. So here's what I want you to do. Usually, I ask people to wait a week or two. But because you don't have a mucosal lining right now, and I don't want to instill bad habits when you're making really rapid progress, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to book something sooner rather than later. Okay. And so we're gonna end early because again, it's just no point in working with you when you're setting. Body's the instrument. You got to let your body hydrate, get that mucosal lining back. So next lesson, make sure you're well and hydrated. Okay. Okay. And I can't wait to work with you again. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
And your friend is great.
We love Maya.
Yeah, Maya's great to have it. Okay. So I'll see you soon. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.